Ready to go. This is week number 3. And week number 3 is of our regional owner webinar series to help you implement the Promo Shop system so that you can recruit you can recruit so that your region can grow. And there are some fundamentals that we've been teaching you along the way through weeks 1 and 2, which we've already covered. Week 3 today, paying attention to your marketing and who isn't, okay? It's important for the time when you do have set aside for recruitment and making those follow-up calls, so critical for you to focus on the people who are taking a look at your marketing because it's a warm lead. They've seen your name, they've seen your photo, they've seen the exit branding, they're reading about the value, expect them to morph how we expect to communicate, right? It may be easy for us to, just pick up the phone, but for some people, our audience that we're trying to target, that might not be their preference. So we need to be sure some volunteers today. So someone new on the call who has not yet been on and perhaps, has an email campaign that we could go into and review, I would love it if you would step up and volunteer so we can go into your account live. And so hopefully we'll have that opportunity. Someone on the call, if you would please on the right-hand side, type in on the chat box that you are stepping forward to volunteer, okay? All right, what we're also going to do is we're going to talk about adding recruitment to your website that has recruitment campaign directly from Promo Shop onto their website, which is such an opportunity for each of you to take advantage of this and themselves up. Let's face it, you're going to have lots of brokers who are interested in learning about the exit value, but they want anonymity, okay? They don't want to be found out yet, that they're even interested in taking a look at exit and what's going on with exit, and so they're not going to want to perhaps, you might have met them, but they might have taken your business card and they're going to explore your website, okay, completely, place that opportunity onto your website. So it's great. However, regional owners need the assistance of Kinley at corporate to do this. And literally, it takes Kinley minutes. But be sensitive to a schedule. I'm sure are with you, and then make sure, I'm sure he'll be flexible in working with your schedules. But I got to tell you, it is such a, okay? So we'll talk about that. Then we'll also talk about adding recruitment. And there's very few who I've seen actually do this. So you are going to learn how to leverage the Promo Shop system. Not only are we going to cover open rates to see who's opening up emails to your website, okay, and we're going to show you how you can add that same lead generation opportunity to your social media so that in fairness, those who participated can go back and review. For those who have not yet had the opportunity to go through the sessions, you definitely have missed out, but we're glad that you'll be able to go back and review these sessions on your own time. Now, any of you on the call, if your Promo Shop account has expired and you no longer have a free 30-day trial for a brand new account, you can review them in the recorded webinars. So if you'd like to have your account renewed, all you have to do is just give me a call. You can reach me at 866-614-9372. My extension is 3193. Again, 866-614-9372. My extension is 3193. Of course, call me after the presentation, right? But let me know if you would like your free trial restarted. Maybe it's been some time since you've been into the system. I can restart a 30-day free trial. After that, well, actually, within your 30-day trial, you need to decide if this is a good fit for you or not. Within the 30-day free trial, I can extend you, or you can get the special pricing of $149 for the year. $149, that's it. Outside of that $149, it can come and get the best price possible. So let's dive in. Is there anybody on the call who would like to volunteer? We've got Bill, we've Panconen, we've got Chuckles. The poll was great last week. We had her on board. We've got John Diaz. We've got John Zeninger. We've got Lori Mueller and Rick McDaniel. Anybody on the call today? Let me know. I would love to have you on board so that I can go into your study. Please step forward if you have one. How about you, John? Do you have a campaign already set up in the system? I'm thinking you do, but I might be mistaken. John, type on the right-hand side and see if we can go into your account live. I'm thinking you do, but let me know. Just type in on the right-hand side. Let me see if I can unmute you. Hey, John, good morning. Nobody? All right, so let's just do this. Let's just go into this is a test account. It's not really a live account, but you know, at least you'll see the campaigns. If you have campaigns that are active, when you see them listed, you can go to any particular account in PromoShop that's going to detail you all the participants that are on the call. I'm sorry, all the participants that are receiving your email campaign. Let's take a look. So when you click on a contacts report, it's going to give you some metrics up at the top of this. Percentage opened is what you want to see. Campaign your pieces. You're going to also see how many pieces have been opened and how many pieces have been sent. Okay. You'll also see the next. All right. So all of this detail is really important. Most importantly, you're going to see a list of the actual recipients who are scheduled to receive your pieces. So very similar, if we were looking at someone's account right now and we're looking at leads, you would see the name of all the contacts receiving your email. You know exactly who's paying attention to their name. That just simply means that they've been unsubscribed, means that simply they just don't have, you don't have the ability to email them anymore using your PromoShop system. It means that that particular contact, if they choose to unsubscribe, immediately they will receive an email from you with an apology that says, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, you will not be emailed again. Next, you will receive an email from the system that lets you know. You will immediately know who unsubscribed. You'll receive their contact information, and you actually receive this information by email from the system of PromoShop. The program sends you an email alerting you you just had someone unsubscribe. It gives you their name and their contact information. So if it's someone that you know, you can most definitely go back and you can, you know, contact them and ask them if there's I always look at it as if you have a list of unsubscribed, there's still an opportunity for you to market to them because they just asked you not to email them. Well, if you have a mailing address, you can certainly stay in contact, except respect that they to you know, understand what happens when someone unsubscribes. So great opportunity for each of you. Any questions on unsubscribes using the system, let me know. Or any questions on open rates, let me know. I see I've got Lori Mueller and Rick McDaniel. Make sure that you can see my screen. Same for you, Craig Shelley. Make sure you can see the screen. All right, so let's continue. If you have no questions on the open rates, maybe is there anybody on the call who wants me to go into their account and just kind of see their open rates? Anybody? If you do, let me know. We can go ahead and take a quick look. All right, so let's do this. The campaigns that you have listed in PromoShop, there's live. So if you don't have any more questions about the open rates, let's dive in and show you how you can post this onto your website. Just waiting for the screen to catch up with. You'll see this in just a moment. When we click on Build, you'll see all the different recruitment campaigns available to each of you. Okay. So for example, you'll have the franchise sales portfolio. This is permission to all regional owners. You also have female recruiting, and I'm pointing out the ones that are exitized, if you will. So the exit PromoShop franchise sales portfolio, the female recruiting, that's exitized. I'll share with you here in just a moment. And also your agents do too. You also have access to statement recruiting. Statement recruiting is another campaign that is also available to each of you, and it's been exitized. There'll be more coming soon. In fact, there'll be a group meeting on a regular basis, a team, to talk about content and campaign yourself. So let's take a look at the franchise sales portfolio. First step is you click on that campaign. What we're walking through is the process on how to post this. Let's just take a quick view as what does this campaign look like. Or the first element. Activities, what this does in PromoShop in the campaigns, it alerts you, the user of PromoShop, to do an activity that's outside of the system. They're best practices. There's things that the product will do that it will help encourage you to stay engaged with your prospect, not just spray and pray them email. And franchises, they do that. They send out automatic email campaigns, but there's no activity. There's no engagement between, the sender and the actual recipient. There's just a spray of emails. Now, you can do much better than that because in PromoShop, it enables you to stay engaged with them in a meaningful way. So when you put a lead into this campaign, the very next day, the product of PromoShop is going to send you an email. And it's going to prompt you to send that lead that you just added to this campaign the day before, to send them an introduction letter. And it's prompting you to either mail it or email it. So if you're going to mail it, you need to make sure that you have the address of that lead. If you're going to email it, you've got to make sure that you have an email address. Okay? 14 days later, the first piece is called Why Exit. That's the subject line. Next, 14 days later, you'll see that the product is going to send you an email alerting you that it's time for another activity. The activity is for you to go to ijot.com. It's a free service. Get yourself a little camera that you can put onto your computer so that you can talk into it and you can express to your audience about Exit's technology, about how powerful it is. The reason why an iJot is definitely expressing your excitement and passion for the forward technology that Exit Realty has. So it's just, iJot is technology that you can leverage. It's free service, okay? And you can talk for just a couple of technology. And you can email that out to your prospects. It's a great way for them to see you and your passion and excitement about what you have at Exit Realty. After that, 14 days later, the next piece goes out. It's called Leading Edge Technology. And it goes out via email automatically. And in PromoShop, you've got digital marketing strategy. So there's lots of different pieces that automatically go out. Now, I'll tell you, if you don't do really best practices that have been put together by your team that work. So if you do these things, but these are great things that you can do to remain engaged with your audience. You don't want to just spray them with email. You definitely want to interact with them to do some unique types of marketing in between these pieces as they go out. But as you can see, this campaign is a rather lengthy campaign, that it's time for you to mail the Exit Recruiter to your prospect. Now, when it's time for you to take action, okay? Any questions on this, let me know. You can type in on the right-hand side. So now that you understand this particular campaign, we're going to go ahead at the bottom and click on Next Step. Our next step is we're going to add contacts to this campaign because we have to activate it. You have to have at least one person in this particular campaign. So what I would recommend in it, hang tight for just a moment. So I selected the contact. I put a check mark next to the name. And then I clicked on that center arrow. Now what you'll see on your screen is you'll see the contact verification page. Okay? You'll see that I have one valid contact. I just chose one. But keep in mind, you can choose an entire group at the same time. Okay? So in just a second, you will see Save and Activate at the top right-hand side of the screen. Now the instructions are also right here individually, or you can choose them by group. When you choose by group, you can see your selected group, the center. Confirm that those are the groups you want to bring in, and then Save and Activate. That's all you need to do. Now that your campaign is saved and activated, your campaign is ready to go. So I've got the franchise sales portfolio. Here's my campaign. I'm going to go ahead and give it a new. And what I'm going to do, just because I have other campaigns going on here, I'm going to call this Annette's Recruitment Camp Activated. Let's go through the process on what you need to do to make sure you get that campaign onto your website. What you're going to do is you're going to click on this particular campaign, okay? When you click on your campaign, you've got lots of different options. And you'll see Campaign Post. Remember, we're recording this, so you'll have the opportunity to go back and review. You can either have a button that says, this one I feel is probably the most popular because you get to determine what you want that button to say. The third option is for social media. We'll get to in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the center button. I want to be able to change the verbiage how I want it to appear. You'll want to click on text link. Next, you'll want to determine what is the group that you want these new contacts to go into. If you have a group already determined in your system, you can create that group from here. Or if you don't have a group and you want, the new group will be, let's see, I'm going to call this Web Leads. Broker Recruitment. Create a new group. So once I create that new group will automatically appear in my database, and I'll go ahead and click on Generate Campaign Web Post. Same process so that you'll have the link to pair, and I'll be happy to do this through your account because this is a test account. So do we have a volunteer? Please, on the right-hand side, just type in if you'd like to volunteer. Laura? Let's see. Thank you for logging in through the back end of Lori's account. Lori, how long have you had PromoShop? Let's see what she says. 4 years. Awesome. Okay. Have you, okay, let's go in and find you. Now, is your name under Laura, possibly, L-A-U-R-A? Let's see. She says, I have not used it much. Yes, Laura. Okay, great. Not to worry. Believe me that this is your information here. I'm going to click on Login as User, and then we're going to unstep up. We're going to help you through this. There are so many other regional owners who have taken, the product and implemented it to really help them be successful. I'm here to help you do that, and it costs nothing other than your time. So please lean on me to help you get through this, okay? So a couple things that we'll do, Laura, is we're going to click on your My Profile section, information in here. So you've got, keep. That's great. So we're going to save it. You've got your social media in there. Great job. So we're going to save your email or save your profile. Now let's go into the campaign section. The campaign section is on the left. Again, we'll click on Campaign Post. When we click on Campaign, call it Brokers. Recruiting Brokers. Does that sound about right, Lori? Okay, great. So we've got this particular group name, and we're going to click on Create New Group. And when we do that, the system is going to tell us that your new group who are interested in more information about this will be compelled to click on it, okay? So when you give it a name, that's very important for Kinley to know. Kinley's going to want to know what group do you want those leads to fall into, and also what do you want to call it. This is really important. So then basically you click on Generate Campaign Web Post. This is the link that you'll be provided. You'll see this come up in just a second. When you click on Generate Campaign Web Post, the product is going to provide you the HTML code at the bottom of the screen. This is what Kinley needs. Only ones who need assistance from Kinley to get this onto your site. Broker owners and agents can do this on their own. Okay? So basically in Kinley, here is the link for Lori. All right, that's the link that Kinley needs. Let's take a look at a question. Campaign setup. Will those flyers be corrected, or do we need a manual go in and correct? No, it's already talking about there is a specific disclaimer for regional owners that you have to have. We discussed that with corporate. We made the change in PromoShop, and it automatically happens. So all regional owners will have that specific content on their marketing automatically. I'm glad you asked that question. So back into PromoShop and continue. So here's the automatically, so web leads, recruiting, broker, those are the leads. And you can also let Kinley know. Oops. We'll go to undo. We'll click again, build a new campaign, campaign post, discover, okay, and then click on generate campaign web post. All right, so this is the link that you'll need for this. So all that Kinley is going to do is he's going to highlight this information for you. He's going to copy it, all right, and he's going to go into the back end of your website and he's going to paste it. Again, this is for regional owners. He needs to take care of this for you. For broker owners, then of course you can take care of that yourself. After today's call, we'll have more opportunities, you know, more regional owners taking advantage of this great link on your website, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to say whatever you called it. So this, for Laura or Lori, it's going to say discover the exit advantage and grow your real estate career. When individuals click on it, this is what they're going to get. They're going to get this sign-up page, and it's going to enable them to put in their name. And if at any point you wish to no longer receive communication, you may click the unsubscribe button at the bottom of any of the emails. Your lead puts in very minimal information. When are you thinking of making a move? What went wrong? No, it's very little information. Remember, they're trying to get to know you too. They're trying to get to, you know, learn a little bit more about what's going on with exit. What's the buzz all about, right? As they get more comfortable with you and they receive your information, chances are they're going to be more open to your information, to receiving your calls, or sending them something by mail. Right now, they're taking a look at what you have online from your website. They just want to quickly sign up to start being fed some information about exit. Once they click submit, here's what's going to happen. Immediately they get an email from you that says that they signed up, and you know, thank you for signing up. Should you need anything, here's my contact information. Okay, from PromoShop, letting you know that someone new just signed up. Okay, it's going to provide you their name and email information and advise you that they are now in your live campaign and they're going to start to receive marketing materials on your behalf. So there's not much work to be done in PromoShop. It's pretty amazing at how, you know, resources. So again, here's the link. See his website here in just a second. My screen is just waiting to catch up. Here we go. All right, so we're at Hector's website. Okay, when Hector hands out his business card, and he hands them out all over New York, when he hands out his business card, especially to a prospect is going to go and take a look at what Hector has to say from his website. Okay, and you know, when your prospects want to know as much about you and your confirmation here as possible is important. Not everything, I understand that, but when you offer them information, you know, they're going to come to your website and they're going to take a look at what you have. Now, as I scroll down, what I'm really small, when they click on the link, they're going to immediately be taken to a screen where they can go in and sign up for the information. When they click on that link, they can type in their information, their name and email, phone number if they want to. By receiving this, or by checking this box, you're agreeing to receive communication from regional office. And if at any point you wish to no longer receive communication, you can click unsubscribe at the bottom of any of the emails. So do each of you understand the significance of this? Your lead is putting in their information, and more importantly, they're giving you permission to market to them. When they click submit, so let's go ahead, jd@yahoo.com. Is it UH? Yep, at yahoo.com. When that information is submitted, if I was the individual, if I was John and I was signing up, immediately I receive a thank you. They can go ahead and close the window. They have Hector's phone number, so should they have any questions, they can go right to him automatically through PromoShop into Hector Castillo's. Doesn't have to do anything because that lead will automatically be placed into that particular campaign. When he clicks on that campaign, he can go back to contacts report. Hugely important. Any questions about that? Let me know. Number one, you got to get your profile campaigns. It's not difficult to do. You don't have to build them from scratch because they're already built in for you. All you have to do is activate it. And you can take it a step further by posting it onto your website. What an opportunity for each of you. And you can go back and view who's opening up emails and who isn't. Okay? Let's take that same campaign and let's post it onto social media. So we'll go to sponsoring portfolio brokers, okay, and we'll go into campaign post. When we click on campaign post, again, you get to decide what group do you want that lead or broker campaign, I should say. Call it whatever you want, and then click on create new group. So that new group has automatically been created, okay? And then you're going to click on this third link for social media, okay, the third link, and choose Generate Campaign Web Post. You do not need anyone to copy it. When we go into Promo Shop fan page, this is Promo Shop, do this from your Facebook fan page, you can write something. Learn how you use capitalization. So just type in something that you Facebook, okay? And then next, you'll want to click on link. When you click on link, you can then paste it. When you paste the maybe you want to change it, click on post. So now on Facebook, and I'm pasting this from Lori's account. So let's do this. So I took that link, we created that link in Lori's account. I'm going to go ahead, let's say I'm a lead in Facebook. By checking this box, I'm agreeing to receive communication from Lori Mueller. And if at any point contact information, then I'm going to go ahead and click Submit. Immediately providing me with her contact information, so should I need anything, although I see it here, it also comes to me via email automatically. See on my handheld, you guys can't really see it. But I just received an email that says, thanks for giving me of any further assistance, please contact me. Sincerely, Lori Mueller, Exit Elite Realty, with her email address and office phone number. I just got that on my handheld. Okay, so now in her Promo Shop account, we can take a look at under special group. Actually, let me go back. It's called Facebook. Looks like it's just thinking. There we go. So we'll it's coming up. You'll see that I am now starting to receive her email. Starting tomorrow, since I've just been added to that campaign, Lori will receive an email from the system letting her know that it's time for her to email or mail me the first piece, which is an introduction letter. 14 days later, I will automatically receive the next piece. Okay? 14 days later after that, I get the next piece. So the system, Lori doesn't have to do much other than make sure to come here from time to time. Take a look at the campaigns to see who's paying attention and who isn't, because this will definitely help her. Let me know. Any questions? Pretty exciting. Our goal was to go over metrics as well as to show each of you how you can post this email campaign onto your website and how to take this and post this onto your social media. Great opportunity for each of you. If you need assistance on how to do this, don't hesitate to let me know. You can always reach me. My contact information, I'm going to type it in on the right-hand side. I'm going to put in my number. My number is 866-614-9372. My extension is 3193. Also, my email is aanthony@sharperagent.com. @sharperagent.com. Don't hesitate. Let me know how I can assist you. It's been a pleasure going through this particular series with each of you. As you can tell, we appreciate that you might have questions about how to really implement this program. So that if there's no others, I'll go ahead and dismiss you. I appreciate Tammy Bonnell for coordinating this effort, making sure that each of the regional owners are positioned for success using the promo shop system. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great rest